Well, Bradley, do you want to go ahead and do an intro? That way we can at least have one that we can cut in.
We may never do it like this again, but halfway through, welcome to the Punchline Project. I said project this time and not podcast, and you can also look us up on YouTube at Punchline Project because somebody already had and then you can look us up on TikTok at the Punchline Podcast because I'm an idiot. And for a second there, I was pretty sure that was the name of our podcast, and I didn't think to ask anybody about anything, but it's the Punchline Podcast.
It's the Punchline Project.
No, I know, but on our TikTok name.
Oh, TikTok.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I fucked up. I need to go change that, but you can only change it once every 30 days.
I thought it was 7 days.
Oh, I'll look it up again.
Why every 30 days?
I don't make the rules. I'm not a Chinese government
I didn't know if it
official
said like
that's choosing how often I want the subjects that I'm spying on to change their username.
Sorry,
because
I asked questions.
They don't want to get juked out. No, I'm answering it. Your Chinese spy doesn't want to get juked out, so he doesn't want you to change your username too often.
I am not a robot.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. I mean, I could be a robot.
Click on all the pictures that have streetlights.
I do think we're going to have to edit quite a bit because we put in some offensive shit.
Like what?
In that first 30 minutes.
Like what?
Like Kevin trying to...
I didn't say that.
I know, but I know it's true, though.
Okay, and we didn't say anything else about it.
So we're gonna edit.
There's a lot of things that was said that probably shouldn't have been in there.
It's okay.
I legit asked you one point, is this going in the podcast or should I edit this out? Or can we edit this out? And you were like, no, this isn't going in.
It's okay.
I don't remember, but I was aware enough to ask, so it had to be pretty bad.
Oh.
I wouldn't worry about it because whenever we upload it, we can edit it.
Oh, I said homie's name and the train at fucking college.
Oh yeah, Big Smurf. Big Smurf. That's what it was because it'll be edited out and nobody will know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
there's just gonna be a random point in the middle where Dusty starts talking about edits. Maybe it'll make people want to. If you want to watch them, let us know because we'll have them.
Or you can go subscribe to our Patreon and get the full unedited, uncut version.
Is that where you were going with all of that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You're welcome.
Nice plug.
Is it your unedited, uncut?
All of ours.
How'd you get that? You putting cameras in our houses or?
No, because there's a lot of times we start recording 30 minutes before we ever do anything.
Just kidding, Dusty.
It's okay.
And you don't worry about where my cameras are.
I mean, I'm worried about it now.
Nikki has some crazy gas right now, just so you know.
Kevin, where's your camera at? Let's see. Now we got a new one. Boom.
Hey!
Hey-o. Kev Cam.
So it's the Kevo Cam now instead of the Lando Cam.
That's right. Okay, I got a couple of little just questions I wanted to ask you. So we were working on that list last week, and we only got a couple through it. So, like. The question was the weirdest thing you believed way too long as a kid.
Jesus Christ.
So since Kevin wasn't here last week,
man.
Kevin, what's the weirdest thing you believed way too long as a kid?
Oh my God, this is gonna take forever for me to
like
try to think
Pokemon
of.
was real.
No,
Kevin still believes
in
Santa.
No, man.
Was it Santa? How old were you when you stopped believing in Santa?
I couldn't even tell you when I stopped believing. I don't even remember.
Maybe
It hurt me so bad I've just completely blocked it out from ever remembering exactly what happened. Because honestly, I do not remember when I stopped believing in Santa or when I found out something wasn't true. I can't really think of one. Jesus is a funny one, but
yeah. Hey Kevin, if you tune into episode 4 of the Punchline Podcast, you get to see that
original.
You get to see that original bit
the
right
original
there from
cut.
Dusty.
I don't know, man. That's a good question. Honestly, I'll have to think about that. I'll try and think about it and come back to you on it.
Okay, so here's a different one.
Kevin's just gonna knock on the table here in about 45 minutes. Like I got one.
I remembered it.
I remember now.
All right, go ahead, George. What's another one?
So there was another one I was reading through the list earlier, and I was trying to think about this, and I thought it would be pretty funny because mostly, okay, so which fast food mascot would win in a fight?
You can't Taco Bell. That motherfucker's vicious.
The
Hell
little
yeah.
Little ankle biter.
And you know it's a gangsta as fuck too. Listen to that bitch talk.
Yeah.
That motherfucker stab you and then turn the knife.
Dude, that was
Straight up.
Whatever happened to that little?
Ooh. Or the fucking, not Ronald McDonald, but the other weird fuck that was always with him, the little pedo motherfucker.
I was gonna say Ronald's got his whole posse.
Dude, yeah, but I was talking about like the purple guy. That motherfucker always rubbed me the wrong way.
Grimace.
That motherfucker rubbed me the wrong way. Like, he would knock you out, then suck your dick. Like, he was fucking weird, bro.
Jack in the Box has got that.
Hey,
horn on the top.
Speaking of pedos, we have an American pedo in the Pope Leo, that guy. Woohoo!
Oh yeah, the Pope's an American.
Let's be real.
And he's a White Sox fan. Did you see that?
He definitely. Let's be honest. It's Catholic.
If the White Sox,
they're definitely touching somebody.
If the White Sox win the World Series because right now they're terrible. If the White Sox win the World Series within the next 3 years, does that mean something?
That the White Sox got good.
That maybe we should all start going every Sunday.
Like, we're gonna have to start going to church
if the Pope wins.
The Pope's like, I'm a white.
No thanks.
I'll suffer. I'll suffer.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
The White Sox had a good year. We'll just call it what it is.
It has nothing to do with Christianity. It has to do everything with the people in Christianity. Because I know a lot of people that I wake up every morning and I say a lot of crazy shit. But I try to live my life to the best of my ability, try to be a good person every day. No one gives a fuck about your Bible verses you put on Facebook and then you go suck 12 dicks at fucking strip club. You know what I mean? Like, no one cares. You're not living a good fucking Christian life at that point. And those are the ones that are going to judge you more than anybody. And that's what fucking irritates me.
So you have been spying on me.
I wasn't going to call your name out, but I'm just jealous, honestly.
So you have been spying on me because that sounds exactly like I would never do that. I was just kidding. I would never do that.
How come you were going to say something until Lauren walked in and then you caught her eye and you're like, well, no.
Because she told me that I could be free and open and I could say whatever I want. But every time I look over, she's just staring at me.
Yeah.
So
please don't say that.
This really isn't a podcast. This is a desperate plea for help.
Sometimes I feel like our podcast turns into, what are those things alcoholics do? Intervention.
Interventions.
Yeah, I feel like we run into an intervention sometimes.
Bradley, now you know we all love you, right?
Yes. On this doll, can you show me where she touched you?
All of it.
We need to talk about some of the experiences you've had.
I can say that. I can say that half of them were lubeless. That's how rough it was.
At least you shampoo.
She's mean to me.
It gives you a nice little burn.
Well, it's hard whenever she tackles me outside in the dirt.
Oh.
Damn, she just goes at you like that.
She's just hiding behind a she's just hiding behind a tree and I walk by and she just plays Smear the Queer with me. She plays Smear the Queer with my butthole.
Without smearing anything first.
That's what I said. She's just doing the queer part.
She just gets over you. She's like, yeah.
You like that? You like that?
You call me daddy now, bitch.
I'd say daddy as I'm running down the street, she's just chasing me. Daddy. Daddy.
The boys lean out the window. Good hit, Mom.
Why is she
Told her everything she knew.
She's wearing a football helmet during all of this. Oh my God.
Don't act like that doesn't turn you on a little bit.
Yeah.
It does. That's why I love her. We've been watching the hockey playoffs and she's been pinning me up against the boards quite a bit and I've been enjoying it.
Lauren, go get your shoulder pads and helmet on. Daddy's ready.
And with the Stars winning, y'all must have been having some good nights.
I said illegal forecheck, I think is a term in hockey. A forecheck. I think I've been hearing that.
Oh, that's Canadian. I don't watch it.
Did you put her in the box for 2 minutes?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He put it in her box for 2 minutes.
I said now it's my turn. You got to run.
Run it.
That means I take her whip away.
Oh, where's all the fun in that?
What's funnier than me? It doesn't hurt so much.
No, I like a little pain in my life.
I'm not very quick. She just gets me every time.
I think that's why I'm so emotionally damaged.
Why?
I like a little pain in my life.
Is that a result?
Hey, there's a restaurant you should go to in Vegas for that if you want to get spanked really hard.
I wanted to get spanked, Kevin, you queer.
Well, you said you like a little pain.
I don't care what you're into.
I'm just saying you like a little pain in your life.
I'm talking like electrocution on the ball sack or something. You know what I
mean?
Like something minor.
That's the weird.
Something minor.
Because me saying, hey, check out this restaurant that might have some good food, and if you want to get spanked a little bit, no. I want to get some battery clips.
Straight get the jumper cables.
Yeah, hook him straight to the 1500.
Straight to the testes, straight to the nipples.
Jesus.
That's why my nipples are saggy nowadays. I've been hanging from them.
And you're not shy about it.
You're using the heavy duty cables.
That's right.
Hanging you down.
I want that big brass.
Is that why you always wear a button down shirt so you're always prepared?
Oh, always.
You see somebody broke down on the side of the road and they're holding their jumper.
Bro, I can hardly.
Dusty whips it in.
I can't even. If I see somebody broke down on the side of the road, I can't even turn my steering wheel. Instant boner. Just oh shit. Like I'm ready to go. I know what's about to happen.
I got cables.
Don't worry, I'll help you if you help me.
You're standing there holding the end, waiting for him to pull up. He just runs up and grabs him on the. It's like, thank you, I needed that. Just gets back in his truck and drives off.
Sitting on the side of the road.
It's such nice people. It's on Facebook. It's just great when someone on the side of the road really does you a big favor.
I love whenever I find people broke down on the side of the road. They always help me out so much.
Must be Dusty. Dusty stopped another one again.
Our hero. All right, here's another one.
Okay.
Go for it.
And this, we might be able to, I don't know. I don't know if we should have. I think we'll just officially declare this whole podcast the Offensive 30.
We might have to. It's
been pretty unfiltered and
Let's do like the first hour and 15 minutes offensively, and then do like 15 minutes at the end.
That's not so bad.
You can watch this now, Mom.
All right, Kevin, look this up. All right, and Dusty and I will chat about it.
Don't ask him to look up Black Bush again like you did on our podcast.
Hey, that's a real thing, and I actually meant to bring that bottle down here tonight so that you guys would know that I did not make. It's Bushmill Black Bush.
So Black Bush really is on there.
Yeah, it really is on there. It was a lot funnier whenever I thought it wasn't on there, but it is on there. But that's not what I was wanting you to look up.
Oh, okay.
But look at Black Bushmill, Black Bush Irish whiskey reviews. Don't click. Oh, good thing we don't have that.
Yeah,
shared.
I don't have it shared. No.
Good thing we don't have that shared. That could have been a travesty.
No,
that's a lot of Black Bush on one screen.
No, I ain't doing the share.
That's a lot of different colors too. Some of them darker than the others.
What do you want me to look up?
I'm about to tell you.
Oh, sorry, go for it.
Okay, so we know how everything's going. We want to do something a little controversial and how everything's been going. So I saw today that we signed a trade deal with England to get rid of the tariffs. And I don't know how I feel about that, because no matter what happens with us in England, I got that 1776 mindset, right? Because when we put those tariffs on there, and I don't know what a tariff is or what it means or anything like that, but it got my blood boiling. Like, I wanted to throw some tea in the fucking Boston Harbor as soon as I heard about it. Yeah, so they announced a trade deal with the UK, and just without even like, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't saying some shit that wasn't true at all. So there is a trade deal, but it kind of got me. It's not okay. So it's not even about the trade deal. Like, I get all that. That's all probably good or whatever. But it's about, I just don't like England like I don't like Canada. Like every time I think about it, because whatever I was like, oh, I don't like trade tariffs on China. I was like, ooh, I don't know how that's going to go. They were like trade tariffs on India, Pakistan, France, wherever. I was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know how that's going to turn out. South Korea, Vietnam. I'm like, oh shit. We're not going to be able to get like, oh, I can't get my kid Pokemon cards.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. But then whenever they were like tariffs, like tariffs on England, and I was like, yes, fuck those motherfuckers. Tariffs on England. I'm thinking throw their tea in the fucking harbor.
Well, my biggest thing is
they love their tea.
Why even lift the tariffs? What the fuck are they going to do? What do we really get from them? And what are they going to do? Come over here and get spunk again? Is spunk the right word? I mean, we're gonna bend them over our knee.
That's a slang for
Jism.
Yeah.
Well, they can come over here and get spunked again for sure, because that's what happened the first time.
That's what I'm saying. And I don't. If there was, so are we supposed to be friends with them now? All of a sudden, like,
No.
I mean,
Not to mention 1776, but just look at the Tiki Talks. They all fucking hate us because they're still upset that we beat the fuck out of them,
Whoa.
that's right.
and we're gonna do it again.
That's
I mean, let's be honest. They've been people run like fucking those AI generated who would win in a war, this country and this country. I'm pretty sure England's the biggest piece of shit in the world. Like they are fucking you can penetrate them from every angle,
I don't know. I don't know.
even in gay ways.
I don't want to be
British
their
fucks.
I don't want to.
Sexually?
I don't want to be their friends.
No, I don't
Like
either.
I don't want to be their friends. I'm still mad about the Revolutionary War, even though it wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about War of 1812 when they burnt down the White House.
I'm still mad that they eat fucking beans for breakfast. Fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
Beans on toast. Have you seen Andrew
And what the
Santino?
fuck is pudding? You
Beans
fucking
on
nerd.
toast.
Blood pudding, blood sausage. What the fuck is that?
Not good.
That doesn't seem like a real thing to have blood pudding.
Oh, and you American. Oh, that was like fucking Irish, wasn't it?
What's in blood pudding?
fucking.
You want me to look it up?
Look it up. It looks disgusting. That's what I know.
I'm
looks
gonna
like.
say that's probably the residual jism from their first ass whipping.
It's just some residual.
Get rid of tariffs with blood pudding.
Yep.
He doesn't even understand how
I
tariffs work.
wasn't even looking.
That he looked up, does Bradley understand how tariffs work? And it said, no, he does not. Black pudding?
Black pudding?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, click.
Blood pudding illegal in the U.S. What?
So what is
It's a blood sausage.
what does that mean?
From pork, occasionally beef blood with pork fat or beef.
And a cereal.
Ugh,
Oatmeal, oat groats, or barley groats. High proportion of cereal along with the
I
use
don't-
of certain herbs such as pennyroyal.
Who? Penny or penny?
Penny.
Oh,
Penny.
Penny Royal. That doesn't look. Is that like what is it? Hash meat or hash beef or something like that?
Bro, I don't have a problem eating almost anything. I mean,
So
look
it's
at
like a
me, but that's
boudin.
fucking disgusting. No, it's not. Don't ever
No.
fucking say that again. You shut your whore mouth.
Don't insult.
I'm
Buddha.
pretty sure it says
It's so they can't.
from the French boudin.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure this is English, right? Like this is an English food. Yeah, United Kingdom and Ireland.
That has
and
nothing to do with boudin. Boudin's like fucking rice and shit. Like that's fucking.
All right, take it easy.
Boudin is like more French.
I just
right?
asked-
like Cajuns, like French and
French,
Cajun
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, Dusty acts like I insulted his entire heritage.
You
'Cause
did.
You need that's not your freaking heritage.
I know, but I like boudin. And you don't know what my heritage is.
So
I know it ain't that.
It might be French.
I know it ain't boudin.
Boudin is my heritage. I'm fat and I love boudin.
Dusty, I've seen you get in too many fights to be French.
Hey,
I don't know which one it is.
I think it's not on there. I don't think it's a red.
No, it's
It's
not.
okay.
It's
It's
not
okay.
on there.
We do have to get that.
If only
on.
Landon was here.
It's not on there. I don't, no, it's not on there.
It is. There's like 4 different pages. You just didn't know how to work it.
It's okay.
Oh, right there.
There it is. Now it's
top
on.
one. I think maybe. No,
There we go.
That's
close
That
enough.
works. That works.
close enough. You have to touch it again. There you go.
I'm gonna come.
Whoa!
There we go.
That's what the French said whenever he spunked them the first time. I almost said spanked them, and I tried to fuck up on purpose.
Wait, I
again.
thought it was the Brits that were gonna get spunked.
Either one.
Okay. What does Ron Swanson say? Dear Canada, fuck you.
Exactly.
He's sending them a fax. Dear Canada, fuck you.
Do you have any more questions, George?
I do have one. What is the worst? And I think that I don't know how y'all are gonna answer this one because I think this one mostly gonna pertain to y'all. But what's the worst haircut decision of your life? Is it the current one?
No, I like my current
I'm
haircut.
cool.
You
with
like
mine.
the current one?
I don't know. Probably. You know what? I'm not a big fan of anymore. It's not necessarily a haircut. Is how I used to do the blonde tips
Oh yeah.
in my hair.
Like when we were freaking.
And yeah,
Let me
like
ask
junior high.
yeah.
a follow-up question to that. Is it one that I've made my own personal choice on, or just any of them in my life that I've had?
I would say any that you've
Did
had.
you not get to pick all your own haircut?
No, my mom used to put a fucking like legit bowl on the top of my head and cut it. Yeah,
I would say a bowl's pretty bad.
That's pretty fucking rough, bro.
A bowl is pretty rough.
And then there was that time me and Kevin went through the ponytail phase.
So I didn't think that.
I liked that haircut.
No, that one was my next one. Like we both look like fucking French people.
I like that haircut,
Like-
man. The pompadour.
Yeah.
No, I like that haircut.
I don't know,
man.
bro. I don't
Would
know.
you do? You wouldn't do it again?
Hell no.
You wouldn't do it again?
No.
Well,
I would.
why not? You just thought you looked ridiculous.
I look back at it now, and it looked like I would be like you. I would want to get smashed without lube running down the running down the road with somebody with shoulder pads and a helmet on. You know what I mean?
She doesn't wear shoulder pads.
Oh,
Don't insult my wife like that.
my
She
bad.
doesn't wear shoulder pads.
she just has those broad shoulders
those
naturally.
those are natural. She's a beautiful lady.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't do it again. I mean, I didn't even have enough ponytail for you to pull from behind. You know what I mean? Like it's not good enough. It was not. I didn't know.
Did you like it, Kevin?
Yeah, because he liked
I
getting it
like
pulled
the
from
haircut.
behind.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the haircut.
Then why'd you stop doing it?
I think it was
Not as good with the salt and pepper.
Well, no, I think it was because once it got as long as like me and Dusty got it, you had to keep up with it.
a lot.
Yeah, you had to brush it, you had to wash it real good.
So
and
you understand.
You wake up in the morning and there was times you look like fucking Einstein.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you understand what Jesus was going through then because he had those.
not entirely.
don't
Yeah,
have-
he had those luscious locks.
He had the
I
locks.
don't have
he
scars
had the,
in my hand. I have no idea what he went
He had
through.
the full head of locks and the full beard. So I can't
That's
say
a lot to do. Do you think he kept it up pretty good?
I bet it's so. I bet
You know,
that
it
thing,
wasn't
back in those
clean.
days, I bet
It
that
wasn't
shit was
clean.
filled with so much nasty shit,
40
bro.
days in a desert, you're gonna have some
Mhm.
nappy
Yeah.
locks.
I guarantee he has at least 2 lizards in there.
2 lizards.
two
Yeah.
lizards.
40 days in a desert,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
baby lizards in that bitch, guaranteed somewhere wrapped up.
Dude, you know
That's
that-
where Geico came from. That's
Stuck
why he
in-
can talk.
Stuck in all the sand that's
Mhm.
in his.
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet he was, and he was a brown man. Can we all agree on that?
I would.
I mean, it'd be hard to.
No way Jesus is white. I don't
It'd
give a
be-
fuck who that
no.
offends.
I mean, it'd be hard to prove that he was otherwise.
Yeah, I get the
Yeah.
Catholics want to
Yeah.
fucking brainwash everybody into saying, yes, he's white. There's no way. He's a brown man in the desert.
Mhm.
Obviously,
In the
I
story,
am,
you're
I am
talking
from
about
the
he-
islands of Caucasus.
In the story,
I
right?
don't-
He's a brown man. In the fictional story about Jesus.
No, I
Christ.
think Jesus was real. I just think he was kind of like, who's that guy that had people drink the Kool-Aid and stuff? He was basically
You talking about that cult leader from Jonestown or
Yeah.
whatever it's
Yeah.
called?
Yeah, like I just think he was a very influential man that
Yeah.
was a very good talker, kind of like Barack Obama. Anyways, but my thing is, and I'm obviously from the islands of Caucasus. I don't know a whole lot about ashiness, but I do have a few black friends. I went to college with a few black friends, and they used a lot of baby oil and shit. And oh man, they always smelled so good too with that fucking vanilla and shit. But that's beside the point. But and that's in Texas heat. You know that motherfucker ashy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like Parmesan cheese falling off his shoulders. Like that, you know it. In a desert for 40 days, bruh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was Jim Jones at Jonestown.
Yeah, Jonestown. Yeah. See what I'm saying though? Like, hey,
So-
there's no way.
So you think he was just like a generally like a cult leader?
Yeah, that's
You
what he
know-
was.
I don't. No, not Jonestown. He was talking about Jesus again.
Oh,
No, yeah, that guy. Yeah, yeah, that guy. I would say that guy probably was.
Depends on who you
918
talk to.
people died instantly. Yeah, he was. But do you think so? That would be like what you think Jesus was just like a cult leader, and somehow
No.
it spiraled into this whole thing.
Absolutely do not believe he was a cult leader. What I said was, like, you know how cult leaders are usually really influential. They're really good talkers. I think that's where it was. And then gradually it spiraled into the cult it is now.
Yeah.
I think he was actually probably a very top-notch, upstanding guy that really did walk the path of what he said he walked. I think he was probably a give you a shirt off his back type of guy. That's how you get influential and how you gain a following like that.
Yeah.
And then I think, let's be honest, I think white people was able to turn that into their
Oh, yeah.
favor and pretty much capitalize off of it. And here we go.
So
Just
you
like-
can't say that.
Is that just like they stole Easter from the pagans?
They 100% stole,
Basically.
yes.
So basically, they pieced this religion together over time, you know, based off some things that probably did happen.
Well-
and then they were able to piece together kind of this because there's no way that we know what happened in like 500 BC or AD, right?
Well, my thing is, look at the Old Testament versus New Testament. There's just so many differences in the way that everything. So you're telling me that can all change, but no one made up a change.
Yeah,
that's how it was from the. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's how I kind of think that it's just been like a.
And then honestly, if you look at every single religion in the world, other than the few murderous ones in history, I'm not saying like in general, but the few murderous ones in history, they all have multiple gods.
You mean the People's Temple Agricultural Project? Better known by its informal name.
Jonestown. But you get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Like, they all have multiple gods and everything. Mm-hmm. But the few that have been known for doing warfare for religious beliefs, all of them are like, nope, one God. You can only believe in this God. This is it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
and majority of the time, it's the God is themselves that they're talking about.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And it's so funny that
or God sent them.
The only people that can save you back then, not really today, is the ones that you have to pay all your money to, the ones you have to pay all the homage to, and your tithing, and it goes straight to that one person.
Really convenient.
Really convenient.
Convenient to be able to control a population.
Yeah.
It really does. And that, I mean, that.
Y'all saw the guy was like, ushers, lock the doors.
Yeah. And it's like with Jesus, I feel like, because you like kind of like the whole thing of it is you accept him into your heart. So I feel like it's a good excuse to, it's like a nice way of saying like you're your own God kind of thing, because you have,
the one thing that gets me is it says, if you truly, and I'm paraphrasing, but if you truly accept God into your heart and ask for forgiveness, God will forgive you instantly. Right? I mean, I know there's parts in there. It says you have to be bathed by the blood of Christ. Whatever.
Allegedly.
Well, there's no allegedly. I've read the Bible from cover to cover.
Well,
there's no allegedly.
We just don't know.
I'm just saying what it says in the good book, if you will. So you're telling me I can leave here tonight, go out on a fucking rampage and kill a bus full of orphans, be on my deathbed, go into the chair, eat my chicken fried steak, cheesecake, and macaroni and cheese, because I've already thought about this. That's my last meal.
Is that what you get as your last meal?
And then I walk in there, I sit down on the electric chair, and I say, Father, please forgive me, for I've sinned.
And it's
I love you.
Like
and now I'm going to heaven.
Everything's forgiven.
Yep, now I'm going to heaven.
Yeah, no way.
No, if you're a piece of shit in life, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
how am I going to be a good person the whole time?
You're not going to get uploaded into the hardwire, onto the hard frame. Like the hardware, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. You're not becoming part of the simulation at that point.
You're not getting uploaded to the mainframe.
That's right. The mainframe. That's what I was looking for.
You do not believe program deleted.
Yeah, you are now becoming a virus in the metaverse.
Oh, that's what we are. We are definitely a virus.
Oh, dude, we're a plague on the fucking system, guaranteed.
We're going to wake up one day like in the Matrix. They're going to pull the spikes out of our head, and we're going to come up out of the chair.
Yeah,
and we're going to be...
Is that when they offer us our final meal? You get to choose whatever you want whenever they...
Yeah, if you're on like death row.
So Justy's is, what was yours? Chicken fried steak?
Chicken fried steak, macaroni and cheese, lobster, shrimp, and cheesecake.
Now, I've heard stories you can get just about anything.
I just want you to know, I want to eat so much that I shit down both legs. So whoever kills me has to drag me out of there. Fucking shit.
They will let you get just about anything, from what I've heard. Like,
whether the first time I got the electric chair, they let me pick whatever I wanted.
No, I think it was. I don't remember where I read it or saw it on, but like the most famous serial killers and what their last requests were.
Let's say some of them get crazy. I wonder if you said
Diane Warnos. Y'all remember that one? The chick. I'd have to look her up, but she just wanted like black coffee.
That's it?
Yeah, just like a cup of regular black coffee.
Do you think if I said Sydney Sweeney, they would let me have it?
Because that's a whole ass snack.
Just a meet and greet.
That's a whole ass snack.
Like, hey, can I get your autograph?
Dusty, what do you want for your last meal? Sydney Sweeney.
You're going to the chair, but you want her autograph?
No, I want that ass.
If I could have a last meal, I think I would just want a cigarette. Like, I think that's all I'd want. I'd want like a cigarette and a sunset, and then you can fry.
Can I get a cigarette?
And you can
some Johnny Walker Black and a sunset.
Johnny Walker Blue and a sunset. I don't even want.
No, I could fuck with that, bro.
I don't even want food. I just like that's how I want to go any way, anytime, whether or not it's option to me or not. I'd like to go down. I'd like to go down with a cigarette and a sunset. or a sunrise. I'm not too picky, or just the sun in general. It could be midday.
Y'all, did y'all watch
It
my
could be
video of
midday.
what I want y'all to do with my remains?
I did, but I fucking just blanked.
I don't
on the rest.
remember.
So whenever I
Yeah.
die, I decided like I want all my friends to take like some of my remains and basically go to all the beaches that I really love going to
That's right.
and spread my remains across the beaches.
But
But I will not be cremated.
That's right. Yeah, it was just throwing body
Just throwing
parts.
a leg out there. We just spin around like a shot put.
Don't worry about it, guys. This was his final wishes.
I get his dibs on balls.
We'll just cut you up and then rent like a deep sea charter and just go out and just
Yeah.
use you as bait. Just
chum the water
Dude.
with me.
right.
Hey, we'd
That's
have a
right.
killer fishing
That's
trip.
right.
I'm a lot of chum. Let's be honest. I'm not a small guy.
We'd be fishing for days.
and you would be helping in the grave.
That's
right. You would still be being dusted.
He was
in
a
the grave.
piece of shit in life, but
Yeah.
he's real helpful when he's dead.
Yeah, but then I got to fight a great white for 45 minutes because he had a hold of Dusty's arm on my hook. You got a good arm, you know that would be good. Great white,
solid, wouldn't it?
That's right. Hey, that's them peptides, methylfolates,
And BP
BP
1945.
BCP
not approved for
557.
Yeah.
human consumption
Yeah.
by the U.S. FDA, but
Yeah.
they also
By
told us.
USADA said don't use it.
But they also told us a bunch of shit about COVID. So
That's true. And now look what happened.
yeah, so I don't know if I believe you.
But say, if you get this COVID shot, you'll never get COVID again until the next time.
I don't know exactly what I would eat for. I did it again with my foot. My goodness.
Oh, did you finally touch the ground and it scared you?
No, I keep hitting the dip.
Because you're swinging your feet.
No, I'm not. I'm kicking my feet
My feet
up.
can't even touch that thing.
I'm about to say, where's the pedal
I
at?
kicked my
On the
pedal
side,
on
way
right
up by
hand.
the freaking chair. Kevin's just so short, it's swinging. He's
No,
kicking the bottom of the
that's not
chair.
what's happening.
He clicked his heels to the back of his.
There's no place
I was,
like home.
I was clicking my heels because I hate you guys. I'm
There's
just
no
trying to
place
get
like
out
the
of here.
floor.
He was trying to disappear off.
Just trying to get out of here.
He was trying to disappear.
All right, Kevin, last meal, go.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it'd be, but I know
Imagine that,
it
Kevin,
would
with an I
involve,
don't know.
It would involve a Dr. Pepper. I can tell you that. A Dr. Pepper, maybe some beef jerky.
I'm not mad at any of this, honestly.
No, I don't know.
No, it says he
Something
said it involves
like a bunch
that.
of fast food,
I
like
could see Kevin.
a bunch of
having-
fast food, like Chick-fil-A, something from McDonald's.
Kevin would
Just
eat the Lord's
everything for the
chicken.
last time.
Kevin's like, as long as there's not vegetables on it,
Yeah,
I'll.
yeah.
Kevin's like, I'd like a
Don't bring me
a can
anything
of
green.
Dr. Pepper, a bag of beef jerky, and like a bag of gummy
Skittles.
bears.
Kevin's
right?
gonna walk in there and be
Yeah.
like, "Listen, guys, two of my best friends, Bradley and Dusty, know what I want for my last meal. Just text them, tell them to get
Yeah.
my last meal. They'll bring it to me." And we're such pieces of shit. We would
It'll
get
take them
vegetables.
5 minutes.
We would get vegetables on everything.
Okay.
Yeah, you would.
if Kevin were to, for some godforsaken reason, be on death row, and they just were like, "Hey, he chose you, Brad, to give him his last meal. This is what I would bring Kevin. I would bring him, though. I believe it is the number 3 from McDonald's, the double quarter pounder with cheese, no veggies. We don't want no onion
Everything
flakes.
on it.
I'm
we
dying.
don't want no onion flakes on it. This man's about to die.
Yeah.
Meat and cheese only.
If there's any pickle touching it,
He'd rather
mustard
die.
touching it,
I
I'm
could
not
just
even gonna
see-
eat it.
I
Just
could
fucking-
just see they sit the food
Yeah.
down in front of Kevin and he opens it
And
all
it's
up.
got vegetables on my
he
burger.
opens up the big chicken. It's got lettuce on it. He's just like throws it off the table. Opens up the McDouble. It's got a pickle on it. Throws it off the table. Opens up the double quarter pounder. It's got an onion on it. Throws off the table. Just
Nope.
gets up and goes and sits in the electric.
Let's just go, fellas.
He's
Let's
like,
just
"All right,
go.
let's just get it over.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking loves me anyway."
Throw the burger in the warden's face.
Hey, shit.
Piece of shit.
I
Couldn't
choose
even
the
get that
fire.
right.
I choose the fire and squad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Just end it quickly. Don't even get my fucking McDonald's.
The bad thing about this is we both know that's 100% a true story.
Yeah, that is.
Kevin
right.
is petty enough. He'd be like, "I ain't fucking eating. Fuck y'all."
I'm
Don't
not
worry
even
about it.
arguing
I'm
with
not even
you.
gonna eat.
I'm not even arguing with you.
That
I was just telling the other
Yeah.
people.
Kevin did not take that as an insult. He was like, "Wow, he really is my
He
best
knows
friend.
me so well.
We should start a podcast together because he knows me so well."
Not everything should be a podcast.
Kevin don't even know we're really on a podcast yet. He
Yeah, we
thinks
ha-
we're just talking.
We haven't told him yet. We just said he's just listening to music in his headphones the whole
Mhm.
time. He can't even hear us.
We've been playing the Whisper Challenge the whole time, and I've just been getting lucky.
Hello, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Sorry. Oh, what was that dude that Sorry, that Whisper song made me think. The guy that all the girls were like obsessed with his fucking voice back in the day. What's happening, shorty?
A rapper?
The Plies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know why Whisper song made me fucking think of Plies. And I was like, I remember a lot of girls in college were like, oh, his voice. And I'm like, what's happening, shorty? And it didn't work the same.
Yeah, I think you had to have a certain type of voice to say what he said.
And speaking of that, like, think about Bone Thugs. Or is it Bone Thugs? Shawty want a thug. Who is that? That's not Bone Thugs.
This is Kevin's time to shine out here.
Well, which one?
Shawty want a thug.
Well, Wayne had that one.
It might have been Lil Wayne, but does Shawty truly want a thug? I feel like Shawty probably wants a successful entrepreneur.
Shawty used to want a thug. I think is what
she wants a steady.
They should make it. They should.
Yeah.
Shawty used to want a thug.
Shawty grows up wanting thugs.
Now she wants
a stable
hugs.
relationship, kids, a 3-bedroom house with 2.5 beds.
Now she's gonna dump all her trauma on someone else. Man, Lauren's dancing. She's getting down.
Shawty truly wants someone to take care of her 3 kids and 3 baby daddies.
Pay for my kids.
That sounds like every oil field worker story I've ever heard.
Oh God, that's the truth.
Like you got 3 baby mamas, not me.
Me either, because
not that I know of. See, where you get in trouble with the baby mamas, and I
you
guess
give them your real name.
We've all spent a lot of time in West Texas. We have no baby mamas officially.
They don't know my name.
Letter from the lawyer.
Yes.
My name's been Steven every time I go past fucking Big Springs.
Letter from the lawyer that no one outside or west of Palo Pinto County has ever conceived a child with Steve, Doug, and Tom, because that's who we are. And welcome to the Steve, Tug, and Tom show.
Steve, Tug, and Dong. That's a good one. Steve, Tug's Dong. Steve, Tug, and Dong.
Can I be Tug?
Always. That's why you're in the middle.
I'm the dong.
If y'all didn't know, Bradley is a world-class skier.
I'm good at doing this part, but I'm not good at the.
Oh no, you good at that too.
I'm not good at. That's why I need help. I need support.
You want me to grab your wrist?
You need an armrest.
I don't want to sit in my own chair.
You don't have to really touch my leg, Brad.
Sometimes I do though.
No, I'll flex it for you then. I'm gonna get a cramp if you don't touch it real fast.
Well, anybody got anything else?
I got some funny stories. Y'all know, Am I the Asshole? Have y'all ever heard of those stories?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
I have a couple. I'll just read the titles, and I can let y'all pick which one y'all want to hear.
Okay.
First one, pretty good title. Says, "Am I the asshole for using my wife's $400 dryer on my balls?" So that's the first one. Second one is, "Am I the asshole for pretending not to know my fiance after she had a meltdown during boarding a plane and eventually was eventually thrown off the flight?" So the man pretended he didn't know his fiance as she was getting thrown off the plane. There's a couple others. Those first two are pretty good. I saved this one because it sounded weird. I don't know if it's true. It says, "Am I the asshole for throwing away my boyfriend's potentially illegal yogurt collection?"
Yogurt.
I believe it has something to do with the tariffs.
Oh, he's stocking up on yogurt.
Honestly, the first two you read were reasonable in my head, so maybe I am the asshole, but the yogurt one's intriguing.
I read the first one. He collects weird stuff.
Yeah,
and
yogurt.
But it turns into yogurt and then stuff that you could no longer buy in the States, I guess. But
Wait, can you not buy yogurt from American-made yogurt? Where's Go-Gurt from? That has to be Chinese.
And last one,
Go-Gurt, so you can eat it while you're in the sweatshop. Back to work, boss.
Just like a
break over.
Hello, boss. I need my yogurt. I'm doing this house, you see.
And the last one.
He said, "I really need a break bad."
That was legitimate.
Put that in.
If you don't let me, I'm going to jump out the top story. That's why they have nets on the buildings.
Dude, I've seen them.
And the last one, whether it's real or not, it's just a great title. Am I the asshole for telling my aunt to flash those tits for a family group photo?
One,
Yeah.
that's epic. I would do it.
Whether it's true or not, I haven't read it. It's a great title.
I don't think that makes you an asshole, but I think that might make you something else. But okay, is it aunt? We did learn on the last episode that what was it, second cousins?
That was like the first episode.
Oh,
but
it's,
yeah.
it's legal.
No.
It's
Kevin was
legal.
here.
Yeah, I was here.
Oh, we did that. Okay, so we
So
let,
second cousins are legal in Texas.
To marry.
First cousins are only legal to kiss.
So is your aunt considered like a second cousin? Or
Your
I
aunt's your
mean-
fucking aunt,
I
Bradley.
mean,
what the
aunt-
fuck are you
yeah,
talking
that's
about?
like-
so, but
Her kids are your cousins.
Yeah.
yeah, so she's like my second cousin. Then yeah, it's cool.
She's your fucking aunt.
Is that the one y'all want to hear? You want to
Bro,
hear?
no,
Like,
No, I want to
picture-
get where Bradley's fucking brain's going. Is my aunt my second cousin's first removed third uncle? Like, no, she's your fucking aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that closer or farther
He's
away
like,
than
yeah, I
second
get it.
cousin?
That's
I
your
understand.
No,
what
that
an
is your
aunt
mom's direct sister or your father's direct sister.
But in relation,
Your cousin would be your second cousin would be like your aunt's daughter's daughter or some shit.
so aunt is closer than cousin. Okay.
Yeah.
It's you're an asshole if you.
I think
say
it's
that.
too close of DNA.
You're an asshole then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, arguably.
I didn't even read the
Yeah.
story. This guy's an asshole.
Okay, read the story
want
because
that
I
one?
want to
I-
know
I
that
do-
one.
I
Okay,
do want to
okay.
say though, it kind of depends on the aunt though. Because let's be real, Sydney Sweeney's my aunt. I'm gonna be like, come on, pop a tit.
Very true. All right, read the
I'll
story.
read this one.
Read the story.
It says, okay, it says, first, this is a throwaway account, writing on a cell phone. English isn't my first language.
What
I'll-
a faggot! I bet he's British.
Also, I want to say, I don't think, it says, I don't think or feel I am the asshole here, but considering.
What? You said English isn't their first language. Oh, I'm British.
Yeah, they don't know.
They're English.
They don't speak normal
It's
words.
just English with it.
Putting all the shrimp on the barbie.
That's Australian.
Oh, close enough. That's just English prisoners, right?
British people say stuff like, "Hey, you wanker."
Hey, we have to be careful with that because I did look at our YouTube analytics and 0.8% of our fans are Australian.
Nice.
Oh no, Australia fucking love y'all. I want a dingo
England?
took my baby.
I'll never go there. I'll
Why
never,
not?
because everything can kill you there.
Bro, I
Everything
honestly,
can kill you here.
No,
I'll-
literally everything can kill
I
you.
legit want to go there and like try to survive for like 3 days in the bush. I
No.
want like an Australian guy with me though. I'm
Would
not
you
stupid
box
enough to
would
do
you
it.
box a kangaroo?
Fuck no, I ain't fucking stupid. Have you seen those motherfuckers?
Hey, do y'all want to hear?
Have you? Yes, go.
You want to hear flip about?
I wouldn't even box. I wouldn't box a normal
Have you
Australian.
seen the one where the kangaroo got the dude's
Dog.
The kangaroo got the guy's dog.
Yeah, and
And
he
he
went over there and
punched it in
fucking
the
punched
face?
it. Yeah, and then that
I could see
motherfucker
Dust-
bowed up and like, bitch, what?
I could see Dusty just walking up and actually not for a dog, maybe for his kids, but I could see Dusty punching a kangaroo
Oh
in the face
man,
for the
even
fuck
for
of-
the kids, like it's like
the kangaroo
Sorry, bro.
doesn't even the kangaroo doesn't even have anything. The kangaroo just stand there. Dusty's like, I really just want to punch it in the fucking
Braxton, get in this pouch.
Give me
Get
a
in this
good
pouch.
Braxton, go over there and tell me what that
Hey,
is.
kangaroo pouches are freaking gross.
I've never
Yeah.
been in one.
Dude,
I don't know.
I've never been in one, but I've seen one. Lauren's old neighbors.
I don't like how you talk about kangaroo pouches
up
and
a
say Lauren.
Look up a kangaroo pouch. He had them in a trailer, and them kangaroo pouches, they are not like it is on what is that? Winnie the Pooh.
He had pouches in a trailer, or
He had kangaroos,
Okay.
and they had pouches, and they look like.
I was about to say. I thought you were saying the dude had kangaroo pouches in a trailer. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Hey, I saw a kangaroo in Weatherford one day when I was surveying.
Did it get out? I don't know if we'll be able to get like a straight image of the inside of the pouch.
I hope not.
Look at that thing.
Look how cute they are.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like it. Oh, oh.
That does not look like a
Oh!
pouch.
That was a hole.
He's gotta like open it up and put his head in there and just get all
Yeah.
comfy.
I don't want to look at holes.
That is wicked.
I'm pretty sure that was a bannable offense.
Scroll down a little bit, Kevin. Scroll down. If I had more confidence that we could do this whole transition thing, we'd slap.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay, yeah, do it.
Is that a snail?
What in the hell? What in the hell? Yeah, it's all like. I don't know what I expect. I expected it to be lined with like
It looks like
kangaroo
skin.
fur. Yeah, I expected it to be lined with like kangaroo fur, like all warm and snuggly.
Bradley expects her to be shag carpet and nice soft couches.
You don't even have a lamp, you peasant. Like, what the fuck?
She just puts a bong down in there.
Where's the
for you.
recliner?
Oh, honey, the kangaroo mom's putting PlayStation in there.
So, to go ahead and quote the best Bradley quote he's had on any podcast, I'm dumber than you thought.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just as dumb as you thought. I don't think this is surprising.
Yeah, shag carpet and suede walls aren't there. What an idiot.
Well, I already knew it was like this because I saw it with my own eyes, but I'm still flabbergasted.
Oh, no, it's not grossing me out, but I do kind of want to see the one that's blurred out because...
Oh, yeah. I wonder what that...
View image.
Yo. Whoa.
That don't look like a pouch.
No. No, it doesn't.
How do you?
No.
I don't want to zoom in. I'd rather not.
Don't zoom in.
Okay.
Okay, read us the thing. Sorry.
Flash those tits, Aunt. Okay, here we go. It says...
Kevin's aunt. I hope you're watching this.
It says, so background first, I am what you can call fat. I'm working on it, but still a long way to go. I've always been large. Okay, pause.
Is this the ant or the person?
This is the
Is this on Reddit?
Yes.
And what is the username that wrote this?
That is blocked out.
It is a trash account, he said.
It's a throwaway account,
Okay,
so it's a fake username.
Continue.
Did you write this?
Did you write
Did
this?
Dusty, no, Dusty didn't write this because it says, I've always been large, but I have always had what you call a baby face. And Dusty doesn't have a baby
I haven't
face.
always been large, and I've never had a baby face.
Right.
Fair enough. All right, Dusty's off the hook.
Maybe a baby dick. My adult one
I
hasn't
just
grown
had
in
this-
yet.
I just had this fantasy that someday I'm going to stumble across this random Reddit account, and it's going to be Dusty's like secret Reddit account.
You'll
where he
never
says-
know it's mine.
Yeah.
No, I'll know. I feel like I know your inner thoughts. I'm just waiting for you to put them
You know
on,
how you
on
know
paper.
how I know you'll never know it's mine?
How?
Because I use my friends' real names.
Yeah, so it'll say like
It'll be Kevin.
Kevin Jones.
Bradley and Kevin lovers forever. and
It'll
I'm
be like KJ12 and then
I just
Brad Thorne.
I just imagine I'll run across a Reddit page or a Reddit account called Not.
Chad and
Yeah.
Calvin.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run across a Reddit account called Not Dusty, and then it's just gonna be everything I ever thought it was, and I'm gonna be like, I knew it was all true all along.
I can't even get on Reddit anymore. Pretty sure
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I got banned.
He said he's what you'd call a baby face. It's something he'd been bullied growing up for. Sensitive topic. Then it says, my aunt is an individual who likes to get her way. If she doesn't, she will push until it goes her way. She is also the kind of person who likes jokes on
Sounds
others'
like
expense.
a mommy.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of people you might have met, known.
In
You know.
trailer parks.
Well, not trailer parks, but
Oh, no. Okay.
we've all got family. We've all- you know.
Nope, I don't. I know I make jokes, but I don't think I do.
So she makes jokes. She makes jokes. It says, but never to herself, like on her own, making fun of herself. She says, he says, I am not fond of her due to always being a target of many of her jokes, mainly for being big. It says, now the event itself, we were celebrating my grandmother's birthday.
Oh, that's got juicy.
Everyone vaccinated, all my cousins, uncles, aunts, spouses were there. That's what it says. Everyone vaccinated.
I want to make sure I put that out there.
That's what it
And
says.
where are the cousin fuckers?
Yeah. My aunt was hosting everybody except my sister, who had who she didn't come. She had a baby the week prior.
She didn't come.
She had an infection with something, which doesn't matter. So it was decided we would send her a copy of our yearly family photo we were setting a shoot up for. The aunt planned something for him to come out. She brought out a big toddler cap and a pacifier, saying that the guy should wear it and use the pacifier sitting in front as a fun gesture because he's a big baby face guy. He said, no way. She said, yes, you will do it. It'll be fun. Long story short, he says, okay, I'll do it if you go topless and pretend to breastfeed me. Everyone went quiet. My aunt's eyes went wide and just said, excuse me? I followed up with, come on, flash those tits, and all hell broke loose. My cousins giggling, my mother and aunt stood choking with their mouths open. That's what it says. My aunt's husband shouted, "What the fuck did you just say to my wife? Get the fuck out of my house."
So first off, I'm going to go with not an asshole.
No.
But I am going to say his aunt sounds hilarious, and he sounds like a pussy-ass liberal.
I mean, yeah, he's not the asshole, but he
is the sensitive liberal that's like, he didn't use my pronoun correctly.
I'm with him. I'm not dressing up in a toddler's cap and pacifier.
Bro, I will dress up like that next fucking week.
Do it.
I don't give a fuck.
Do it.
Like, that's fucking funny. Like, I think that's fucking funny. First off, and I'm going to say this how I want to say it because I'm fat. I don't give a shit. You're fucking fat, bro. Stop
I
it.
guess it
Who
depends.
gives a fuck?
That's right. Own it.
That fucking,
right.
You're a fat ass.
You're right.
You have a baby face. Sorry, bro.
You're right.
My dad had a name for a man that couldn't grow a beard. It was called a woman. You're a bitch. I don't care. But anyways, sorry, was that too far?
But anyway, so you don't think he was an asshole?
No, I just think he's
Personally,
a sensitive
no,
bitch,
yeah.
honestly.
Oh, you do think he was being an asshole?
No, he was not being an asshole. He
Oh.
tried to get back at the person that was funny
It sounded like
by being a sensitive little pig.
everybody was just a little sensitive
Yeah.
in that story.
Yeah,
Whether
they're
or
all
not it
fucking
was-
they're vaccinated. They were liberals. Of course they're sensitive. There was probably 3 of them with blue hair.
Reading it now, I think I could believe it. Just off the title, I wasn't sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just
Oh, the
sound-
title had me intrigued.
It
as
just
fuck.
sounded like a funny story.
Mhm.
But after reading like the specific details, I could see it being true, and I don't think the guy's an asshole.
I don't either. I don't think he's an asshole. But I
Everyone was
also
just
think,
a little sensitive in that.
I think they're all sensitive little
I think
sissies.
I think the aunt and the boy, or not the boy, the man.
But I think the original concept of the joke from the aunt is funny.
Yeah.
I really do. I think that's hilarious. You have a baby face and you have a little bit of a belly. Dude, fucking put that diaper on. Pop your little pacifier. Call it good,
Just
brother.
lean into it.
Yeah, dude, fucking own that shit. That's fucking hilarious.
It's for your grandmother's birthday. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
You're
and
doing
that's-
it for your
That's
sick
what the
sister?
story said. It was for his grandmother's birthday to send they were all together for the grandma's birthday and sending a picture to the sister.
And his sister
Yeah.
just had a baby and now she has an infection. Guaranteed she had gonorrhea.
Grandma was there and flashed those tits and all that stuff.
But does he gonna still wear if she flashes the tits? Is he still?
He said
wearing
he
the-
would. He said he would.
Okay. It would be disturbing, Grandma. That might be the last photo Grandma ever saw, but that would be disturbing.
Well, they're sending it to his sister
that might be the last
because
photo
she
his
had
sister-
gonorrhea after having a baby, I think is what it said.
after.
Or chlamydia. I don't know.
There's one last paragraph saying more stuff on
Okay,
it if you
go
want me to
for
read
it.
it.
Yeah.
It
please.
says, well, you know, that his uncle, I guess it was, told him to get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, more than happy to comply. I took my car keys, left, accidentally leaving my parents with a $60 cab bill. Since he drove them there. Says, when my mom and aunt came home, my mom was furious and she had never been more embarrassed and I needed to apologize. When I shook my head and saying I won't, the aunt deserved it, so he won't apologize. She grounded me. So I don't know how old this person is.
I must say, I want to point
this
out
is like a
he's
13
over
year-
16.
Well,
He
it's-
drove
it's-
home at his mom and dad's house that live with him. That motherfucker's living in a
Okay.
basement
The
The
somewhere.
person
This is a
claims
thir-
he's 18 plus. It
oh.
says that in the parentheses right
I was
after
gonna
that.
say if this
Yeah.
was a 13-year-old boy, he's a rock star.
Well,
Yeah.
he drove
if this
himself
is
home.
but this being 18 on
18
over
plus, yeah.
yeah, you're weird.
Yeah, he's a typical liberal. Mom's fucking basement, living there, 22
So it's
years
not the-
old. Mama grounds him. Mom, I can't have no more meatloaf. Like, fuck
And
you.
he's like, I can't have no more meatloaf.
No
I
wonder
wanna-
why everybody got so offended.
my aunt should show
It
her
says
tits
they
in the
stopped
picture.
speaking to him. I guess they kicked him out of all the family like WhatsApp, Facebook groups, and stuff like that.
That kind of sounds like a win.
What kind of families on WhatsApp?
I mean, Well, yeah, and do you really want to be a part of that group?
no.
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 I asked with the utmost respect almost every time I'm added to a group chat. Like, literally, I have one line I send. Take me the fuck out. Very respectful, very nice, very demure.
Demure.
Demure. Like, I hate group chat, so that kind of sounds like a win right there. I'm just going to ask my aunt to pop a titty next time so I can take it out all the time.
Flash those tits.
Wow.
Yeah, so those. I mean, I got more. I can read another one if y'all want one, or
I'm cool with whatever. I got time.
We can do one more.
you want the.
Can I point out how awesome your Giovanni and the Hired Guns hat is?
Dude, that hat has been in my truck for months. I would wear it, but I don't have the facial structure for that.
Well, the hat doesn't really fit me. It's just kind of sitting on top of my head right now because you know how big my head is.
Yeah.
So
you're saying that hat's too small for you?
I can pull it off.
Can I point out one more thing? I love how Bradley's cheeks and goatee are like a centimeter long, but he did not care to trim up the mustache, and that motherfucker still has molestache written all over it. I'm talking comes right down the fucking the lip and everything.
It's just a runway, so it's easier to wipe it.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Growing out like one of them bush firefighters.
Bradley is not as much of a Down syndrome firefighter that Landon is, but Bradley's like
syndrome firefighter.
Bradley's like the firefighter that works at like the ski resorts that never gets used, and he acts like he's a hot shot.
That's right.
Hey, I'm here to save lives, and I hadn't been a fire here in 36 years.
The syndrome may be down, but the mustache is up.
That's right.
That's right.
He gonna rizzle with the tizzle, brother. Rizzle with the tizzle.
I like it though. I think it looks good.
Yeah,
I can't grow a full mustache like that.
yeah, we know.
I think
It is what it is.
It was worse the other day.
You have an awesome neared though.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I've been working on. I just shaved it up a little.
He
bit
said, "I've grown
recently.
this for 35
I
years."
like how you have those perfect where it doesn't grow right there.
Yep.
I'm
It
fascinated
doesn't
by it.
quite connect
If I
right
didn't
there.
You know,
shave it
I
all,
want to
my
point out that
blonde
Kevin
hair.
has blonde hair, blue eyes.
I don't
Andy
have
has a
blonde hair.
reverse Hitler.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That's a good way to hide it right there, Kevin. I'm just going to shave the middle now so no one will know.
So now we know why it's always so awkward when Dusty brings up the Israelis.
They rule the world.
That's
It's
because
actually just.
Kevin is a reverse Hitler.
That's right.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
It's just white hairs there.
He's a closeted Nazi.
Well, Bradley did say I was part of the master race.
I'm telling you,
So-
he did.
Look at him. Look at him. And he does. You don't even have blue eyes, do you?
No, they're like hazelish.
No,
More-
they're
more-
hazel and blue. I've never looked you in the
They're
eye.
more greenish
now
sometimes.
I understand everything now.
But say, don't look Kevin in the eyes. You will get lost in them.
Because are they blue or are they hazel? They're like
They
hazel
they
and
kind of
blue.
change sometimes,
looking at
like a bluish green.
Stop
Let's
looking
say-
at me.
You know what's real bad too?
Stop
Is
looking
whenever,
at me.
dude, that was bare skin right there. You know what's real bad too is
What?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When Kevin looks at you and like has that straight face, and then you kind of see that little smile start to pop. That's not the only thing that starts to pop.
Can the camera pick up my? Am I
Hey,
blushing?
you have your own.
Am I
you-
blushing?
Like
you
you
have
are
your own. You can look at yourself.
Well, I feel like I might be blushing.
like there's no bullshit in that. Like there's something about Kevin that, like I know Kevin really well. I've seen him in some very ugly moments, but there's times you catch Kevin and he's at the right angle, and you're like, I get it. Like I would jump his bones too. Like I understand it. While all the women chased him, while it didn't matter, like there was girls that, dude, you're out of there. Like Kevin, there's no way you're gonna go fucking talk to her. She is way out of your league. And then they start chasing
It's
Kevin
just
like
them
2
baby
days later.
blues. It's
I'm
just
telling
them
you.
baby blues.
You get the man in the right angle, and you're like, God dang, okay,
I remember.
I get this.
I remember at Kevin's bachelor party, we were in a bar, and I looked across the room, and Kevin just so happened to be looking back at me at the same time, and we locked eyes, and we just walked towards each other, and embraced each other. And unfortunately, not in a cool handshake,
No.
but we did embrace each other, and it was beautiful. No, don't do that over my head.
I think. Matter of fact, it's funny. It's funny you said that, Bradley. I think I hugged you at your wedding. You're like, oh, that's the first time me and Kevin hugged each other.
That's the first time we've ever touched. Kevin is not a very touchy-feely person.
Oh,
so
man.
don't be coming up to him trying to shake his hand and get an autograph
I remember the first time me and Kevin kissed, not in a gay way.
in a straight way.
Yeah, straight
How do straight men kiss you?
with their tongue.
No.
I was gonna say he'll
I
do
was
it.
about to
He'll
say.
do it. Don't lean in too far.
Whenever we say we're unfiltered and unhinged, we mostly mean
What is your
I've
dude?
fucked
Is,
it
like,
up.
is English
I
your
can't
first
say
fucking
words.
language?
No,
Okay.
hey, I've fucked it up on purpose so many times saying unhiltered and unfinged that
Because
it's in
of
his
him?
head now.
Dude.
That it's in his head
I don't
now.
understand.
It's-
Like you would think Bradley's first language is not English with how bad he has the worst broken English than fucking Julio I work with in
sometimes-
West Texas.
Sometimes words are in my head and then they don't come out of my mouth.
We've
Pause.
noticed unhiltered and unfinged.
I know
And
some of these
I have
words.
a good excuse today. I did have to work all day today.
Yeah, and then you drove.
and then
4.
drove 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
But because I love hanging out with you guys.
And no, it's not because of us.
No, it
He
is.
did it for y'all. He did it for y'all. He
That's
drove
right.
all the way.
That's right.
He has basically been going for a solid 14 hours drove home just to turn around and go back tomorrow.
Yep.
He didn't do it for his wife. He didn't do it for his kids. He said, I did it for the fucking fans.
He didn't.
Because he is a fucking bad motherfucker. Dedicated.
I am here, and I am.
His
Still
name
here.
is now Himothy Hemsworth because
That's
he
right.
is him.
That's right.
I did twice. Sorry, I just wanted to get that off my
I
chest,
really did.
Brad.
I-
You're a bad motherfucker for that, bro.
On most weekends that I have to work late on Saturdays, and then if I were to have to drive 4.5 hour home just to turn around and drive back on Sunday, I wouldn't do it. I do love my wife because she makes me, and I love my kids, but I do love my kids a lot. But I wanted to come home, hang out with you guys, and say broken English words because I almost said I want to hum out with you guys.
You know what, Brad? Here.
Wait, were you gonna handshake me?
Ready? Right.
Oh.
This is why we can't do nice things. There you go. This is why we don't handshake Bradley.
okay.
He
All
gets
right.
a little weird with it. I'm pretty sure he licked my knuckle.
He either tries to kiss you or kick you.
Can I point out one thing though on
Kiss,
that kiss?
kick, or fuck.
I do want
Roll
to
the dice.
You got to kiss one, kick one, fuck one.
I want to point out one thing real fast though. Lauren, I've always said you're way out of Bradley's league. But he
I
has
think everybody's way out of my.
but no bullshit. Like I'm being dead serious right now. You have some of the softest lips I've ever felt around my hand ever.
It was because I moisturized, baby. I used that.
Come.
I use that beef tallow, baby.
His own.
Get it on my face, and then I have to make sure the air conditioner's on, or it'll start to melt and run down my face, and then I just taste bacon on my.
I have another question to ask since you said beef tallow on your face.
Yes, Daddy.
Am I the only person? I'm asking y'all because y'all are men. I mean, y'all can make fun of me because it's fair.
We're men. We're men in tights.
Have y'all started doing like y'all's face moisturizing and
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
to try to
brother.
reverse aging?
Oh, brother.
Bro, I
Oh,
just-
brother, look
No.
at me.
No.
I'm 35 years old, and I do.
If that's
You're not dang right. I put
Nope.
moisturizer.
Okay,
I'm fully convinced that if I didn't put moisturizer on my face for like the last 10 years, that I would look like I was 52.
Oh, okay, cool. I was
Yeah.
about to say, you said, of course I do. I said, no, I'm throwing all mine out the fucking window if that's what I'm going to look like using my fucking shit. Sorry. But I get what you're
And
saying
that's
now.
all, folks.
No, I haven't I haven't started moisturizing. I've fully embraced all the wrinkles that are coming, appearing on my forehead from me getting pissed off at the kids all the time.
Bro, I shit
Just
you
kidding.
not. In the last week, I've gotten a moisturizer. I've got a moisturizer, a cleanser, and a tightener that I do every night.
A tightener?
Yeah, it tightens that skin up. NADs.
What do you? Oh,
Is this like some peptide thing?
The NADs are a
You
peptide, but
inject it?
no, I'm not injecting these.
so do you just
Into your
spend
eye.
your days taking pills and creams and
No.
Yeah, he definitely spends his days taking creams. I can promise you that. That's why they call him
taking
Dusty,
pills and
Dusty the
moisturizing?
cream receiver Russell.
Actually, what they called me was Dusty the Love Muscle Russell, but we'll go with what you said.
Cream receiver? Does that rhyme? No, it doesn't rhyme, obviously, but does it go good? Cream.
Dusty Cream Team Russell.
Ooh.
Cream team.
Wait, hold on.
No, dude, I ain't doing that again. You kissed my
I
hand.
got one for you. I got one for you.
No,
too.
you kissed my hand.
Ready, ready? I just made that up. I just made that up. I just made that up.
Well, can you remember it? Because I'll never remember that.
Nope.
It has to be catchy like.
I fucking,
Yeah.
I fucking hate you.
Bradley, what was that? What was that thing you
That's,
did that
that's
one
what
time?
it feels like when someone puts their balls on your forehead. I don't even,
Never had that happen either, so I don't know what that feels like.
It's just a feeling.
Oh.
What was it that when Lauren called you stupid about something? What'd you do? You're like, oh yeah, if I was
said
dumb.
she called me an
That's
idiot.
probably
Yeah.
a long list.
I said, if I was an idiot, could I do this? Yeah, she still regrets that to this
What
day.
was the open the
my
room and see all the people?
Oh, here's the church, here's the steeple. I don't remember, but
I think that's where I got that from. Actually, I made that up.
bro,
I made it up.
Fucking died laughing so hard when you did that because I didn't know. She was just like, "You're such an idiot." He was like, "Oh, if I was such an idiot, could I do this or something?" Like
See, he could barely do it. What a fucking idiot. What a fucking moron.
He's like, if I was such an idiot, would I be able to do this? And he flipped his hands over. I fucking died laughing.
I have a true am I an asshole story.
Okay. Oh, this
really happened.
Are you an asshole?
Yeah, am I an asshole?
Don't answer it about you personally?
Personally, true story.
Oh, okay.
So, Amanda, she's a barber.
No.
Yeah. So she was cutting a man's hair, and I didn't think anything of it because she's talking to him. But I did notice she's talking to the mirror.
Right.
To him.
Looking at him through the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was going on 5 or 10 minutes, not thinking anything of it. And then I see this motherfucker goes. And I was like, holy shit, he's deaf? Freaked the fuck out. And Amanda was like, looked at me like, you can't say that. I was like, he can't fucking hear me.
Bro.
And I got looked at like such a piece of shit.
But not by him.
Not by him. He had no idea. I was behind his head.
Does Amanda know sign language?
Yeah. She did American Sign Language in school.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Amanda
That's
can.
cool.
Right, next, tune into episode 6.
Yeah.
Amanda's going to do it in sign language. We'll just have her in a little box on the side, just like.
But for real though, it was a shocked moment, not comprehending being an asshole, being funny, nothing. It was a shock moment. She was talking to this man, and I can obviously hear whenever I want to. I don't listen to her very often, so it acts like I'm deaf. But
I mean, you're 5 foot away from
it was 100%
yeah.
shock. She was talking out loud to this man. I never comprehended she was letting him read her lips through the mirror, which I feel like is in reverse. But then again, I guess it's just your lips, so it can't be too reversed. But
yeah.
And he's over there answering her, and then he starts flipping his fingers around, throwing up gang signs. And it shook me.
Yeah.
It shook me. And I was like, he's fucking deaf? And she looked at me like I'm a piece of shit. And I was like,
well,
she said, he can't. She said, you can't say that. And I said, he can't hear me. Everybody else at that point looks at me like I'm an asshole. But I feel like it was a straight shocked moment, and I should be forgiven, not technically classified as an asshole at that moment.
Did you just sit at the bar?
Were you there getting your haircut, or you picking her up?
What were you doing there? That's what I want to know.
I was going to get my hair cut.
Okay.
But whenever I go, if there's 3 people that walk in after me that are paying for a haircut, I let them go first. So there might be.
So no, you're not an asshole, Dusty.
Well, they're paying for it. I want the money. I mean,
true enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it out of the kindness of my
you
heart.
Did a nice thing beforehand.
Yeah. So I was probably sitting there drinking a whiskey at this barbershop, honestly, at this little place, because they had free whiskey at that point. So I was probably sitting there drinking a whiskey, not thinking anything of it. So yes, I was there to get my haircut, though. I wasn't there just to stare at butts and whatever.
I mean, that's why I go, but it's whatever.
So am I an asshole, or should I be forgiven for this one because it was a complete shock and awe?
You're definitely an asshole.
Well, I'm talking about besides the facts on this one occasion.
On this one occasion, yes, you're definitely an asshole. Might. Because your wife already, your wife did sign language before this moment?
Yeah, and you didn't tell us, so. You're kind of an asshole.
But that is right now.
That shouldn't catch you off guard if your wife is speaking in sign language.
She's not. She was talking to him with her mouth. He was reading her lips through the fucking mirror.
Oh, and then he would just sign back.
How do people... Oh, I guess if you weren't...
I'd say he signed back because he wasn't going to go, yeah, you want to
Did any...
Whatever
now,
the fuck they say, you know what I mean? Like,
do sign language people so they're deaf so they can't hear? Or they can't talk?
Well, there's different levels of deafness.
That's mute, you dumbass.
There's different levels of deaf.
Mute can't talk. Deaf can't hear.
Okay.
This guy's zero hearing.
Okay.
He's actually, from what I understand, he was a really nice guy. He probably, from what I understand now, he probably would have laughed about what I said because of the situation. So I kind of feel bad. But it was a complete shock and awe moment. It wasn't a thought about it. Wasn't trying to be funny. I mean, I do have another am I an asshole moment as well if y'all want to hear it.
Yep, go for it. But I'm going to say...
I mean, how many other people heard you go, he's deaf?
Yeah, well, if your wife was talking...
I'm going to say 7 to 12.
If your wife was
all
talking
heard
to
you?
him, I would...
It was about as loud as I just said it.
If your wife was talking to him and he was just reading her lips, I would say... No, you're not an asshole.
Yeah.
I would say no.
Yeah,
I would say no because you wouldn't have known.
That's what it was.
And
There was complete shock and awe.
It would scare
Yeah.
Sign language, is that a scary language?
No, but whenever she's talking to him like this, she's like, you want a little bit more on the sides? Do you want this right here to be rounded off? Blah, blah, blah. Do you want a box or a rounded on the back? Talking to him like normal, staring at him in the mirror, and then he goes,
That sounds like the conversation I had with a prostitute.
And
one
then
time.
she was just like, got it.
Yeah, and just went back to it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what threw me off.
I wish I knew sign language.
All
That's
Got
cool.
it too.
Yeah.
Give us your other asshole
Yeah.
story.
All right, so this was here recently.
Oh, God. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Well, we we were at, I think it was Easter,
Oh, then yes.
and we were at
You were
Amanda's.
probably definitely an asshole.
Well, we were at
on Easter.
Amanda. We were at Amanda's
Watch
family.
episode 2.
Yeah.
We were at Amanda's family's house, and everybody was outside doing the whole Easter egg thing because Esther is the goddess of fertility. That's where the eggs come from, by the way. Just wanted to figure that out because I went into another big rabbit hole because y'all asked me questions.
Everybody knows that.
So,
120 people know that.
Give or take.
so we're out there doing the eggs and everything. The kids are wrestling, goofing around. You know, just
Hopefully not with their aunt, right?
no, not at all.
Flash those tits. Am I right?
So I'm not thinking anything of it. And Amanda's oldest nephew, he's a funny dude. And we talk shit back and forth. Like, I like the shit out of him, but we always talk shit back and. Oh, is he
I don't
broken?
know. I think he's
No,
trying
no,
to
no,
say
no.
pause. I
No,
think
no,
he's-
no. You're good. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Well, like me and him, like normally talk shit back and forth. I walk in, he's like, "Damn, all the weight Amanda's lost, you fucking found," or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like normal shit. He's like 16, 17. Well, he had a cold, and I thought he laughed, and it made some god awful noise. So I go, come to find out, it is the lady's house we're at. She's in a wheelchair, and that's how she normally laughs. And I didn't know that. I thought I was making fun of a kid, but I, in front of the whole
So
family,
you heard her laugh,
made
and
fun
then
of
made
an
fun
old
of
lady
it?
in a wheelchair because I thought it was the little
You
kid.
thought it was the kid that was going,
Yeah, and I literally, I literally hit a. And I unknowingly thought it was. I literally. This was how bad it was. Whenever everybody got real quiet, I was like, "That was fucking weird." And then went on about the day, and she laughed again, and I saw it. I turned around and walked inside by myself and stayed there the rest of the time because I felt like shit.
I'm surprised Dusty wasn't like this. This old lady's mocking me.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
yeah?
dare you?
Oh, yeah.
Dusty's like, oh, she gets it.
I mean,
she gets it.
regardless,
She gets it.
regardless, it was
Somebody
a.
here gets my
Yeah.
humor. Hey,
Yeah.
like,
I'm not
subscribe,
saying-
old lady.
Tough crowd.
I'm not saying I'm an asshole on that because it was an accident, but I am saying it was 100% open mouth insert foot situation, and I did feel bad. If it would have been a normal person, oh, that's fucked up too. The way I said normal person. She was an older lady in a wheelchair. If it would have
How
been probably
How
like
old was
70 or
she?
80.
Right in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door.
Yeah. Like, she ain't kicking it up.
Yeah. Yeesh.
She's knocking on heaven's doors.
I mean, or the simulation, whatever you want to say.
Or in the, she's busting on the simulation.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. Yeah. She has the wires in hand about to upload. Let's put it that way. But
And Dusty made fun of her.
and I didn't know. it.
Unintentionally.
I would, and I guess
yeah.
to give context, her chair was right here. I was back here directly behind her, and the kid that me and him always talk shit was in front of her. So, like, as far as angle of hearing, it was directly in front of me. He had something like a cold or something going on, so he sounded all raspy and shit. So I thought he started laughing, and he just hit a like voice crack situation. So I made fun of him.
Yeah, I think you're forgiven on
because
that one.
We have such a bad habit of doing shit like
Instant
that.
make
and
fun of
just
people,
making-
yeah.
Or just making random noises at each other. So it's just like a reflex.
Yeah.
It's when you hear
Yeah. And how long?
I know what you were about to say. Don't you do it. I don't want to have to work that hard on editing this week.
God.
I won't say anything.
You make I have to come home from my oil field job and edit out all Dusty's fucked up shit he wants to say during the podcast. And I know exactly what you were gonna
This is gonna get flagged.
say. Say it. You know what? Hold on. Mark time 1:45. Go. Say it.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin, you call my name?
I'll call you a name if your name is.
How long has that been a running joke? 15
Way
years?
longer than
LD.
we. I could say we did not have gray hairs whenever we whenever that started.
Me and Kevin didn't for sure.
LD did that one.
You know what else I need is oh, for that.
I seriously think that we might just have to cut this episode into an only clips episode because
It has to go on.
the show has
Or
to.
we're going to record for another hour and a half just to get a fucking podcast up.
Well,
We might have to edit this and put a lot of bleeps in.
yeah.
And then you can go to Patreon
And watch the whole
Yep.
thing.
and get all the behind the scenes, all the random shit we post. It is behind a paywall, though.
We'll give you access to Lauren's Twitter account.
All the bloopers.
That's worth $2.99 right there.
That right
guaranteed.
there, worth about $2.99. Right
Give it
there.
about $2.99.
Flash sale only.
Literally.
This whole podcast has been set up to draw you all in for the final sell.
We really don't even care about the podcast.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for
Starting-
4 weeks for Lauren.
Starting next
Advertisement.
Tuesday. $49.99 for a month.
Yeah, 1 month.
I'm gonna come.
That's what she said.
Not for me ever.
It's okay.
Can we be honest real fast though? Can we say what real maturity is? Is realizing that vibrators are your friend, not your enemy in the bedroom.
Bullshit.
No, buddy.
Bullshit. I punt that motherfucker across the room. You touch my woman.
Hell no, bro.
I can do it better. Watch this. Look. Yeah, on sale right now. $49.99.
Hell
Look
no.
at the TikTok shop.
Amanda gets one. I'll
That's
take
10
it.
fingers. What did 10 fingers say to the?
Wow, I can fit. I'm just saying. I pop out those AA batteries.
I have pretty beefy fingers. That's not an insult to me.
I pop out those AA batteries and I'll hook that bitch up to like a 5.7 Hemi. Let's get this motherfucker cranked. You know what I'm saying?
He's got his trunk cut open. Got it on the end of the weeder.
Power drill.
God, no wonder your wife speaks in sign language.
Landscaping. It sounds like she's landscaping in there.
Isn't that how people with a stutter get it? Their mom masturbated whenever they were pregnant. No, I thought that was true.
That's a good one. That explains so much of
Well,
my
that's
personal
gonna
life.
do it for us.
Boys,
Kevin's trying to get off of here because he had a stutter till he was 9.
It's not true. It's not true.
and that all checks out because remember that one fateful day whenever your mother left her, or she left her phone right at the house
Oh,
when we lived in the duplex?
and she came back, and you were the only one
And
there.
I popped up in the door. So I said, "Hello, Clarice." She's been smitten ever since.
Bradley opened the door and put his hand up on the door frame.
You come here often.
In my defense, I was.
He's like, "Oh, did you forget something?"
In my defense, I was fairly inebriated by the special herbs of the earth. In my defense.
What's that now?
Mushrooms?
What's that?
Ooh, no, but we could.
He said, not
we
tonight.
we could speak of them.
Not tonight.
Can we get into a little drug talk real fast? Nothing real bad. I'm talking about mushrooms.
Okay,
I've never done them before.
I've never
You've
done
never
them either.
done drugs?
No.
Liar,
No.
liar.
Mm. But mushrooms. I've never done mushrooms.
Never.
Never.
And I really want to.
Hey, can we do it in this room, please? We don't have to. We don't have to announce it.
No, I will not do it in this room.
Yes, you will.
I will do it outside of this room
This-
and then walk in this room.
This is
Okay,
a
okay.
lovely room of death.
Fair.
It may not be a
But
good
we
room.
have a
to
green
do
screen up,
it.
and then we can. Do,
Yeah, but what
we
about
can put
the other?
We'll just put the kittens back up there. That way, everybody feels calm and
But, like,
relaxed.
You know,
Yes,
I've always been
Yes. We are gonna,
cool. That's fine.
and
But
we are in Portland, Oregon.
I look like I was like
Coming to you live. This is the Punchline Podcast. Coming to you live from beautiful Portland, Oregon, where shrooms are legal. I'm pretty sure we'll have somebody look that up.
No, but I've never. I don't know. I've never done them before. Hey,
Played out.
Hey, we'll just clip this and we'll stick it in the front. of
go
the
ahead and
podcast.
subscribe on YouTube. Give us a like, comment. Follow us on TikTok.
And it's not the Punchline Project on TikTok. It's the Punchline Podcast because your boy, the host,
It's dumber than you thought.
The brain.
ain't got no brains. Everything is true in the bio except for the top line. Because no, I am dumb as shit. Kevin is hot as fuck. And Dusty has said 3 things tonight, I believe, that we could, if we had a bigger following. Or
What did I say was a walking lawsuit?
Well, we'll just let the tape decide. I think I want to make a little segment called Let the Tape Decide if what Dusty said is a walking lawsuit.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And by all
In his
means,
defense, he has gone this whole episode and only
Review the tape.
and hasn't brought up the Israelis one time. That was my fault. I shouldn't have said shit.
And
Shouldn't have said shit.
can I
That
say
was-
one more thing about the YouTube?
No.
Please,
About the YouTubes?
I want y'all, everybody that watches this, please drop a comment. Is Dusty an asshole for the 2 stories? I want to know what y'all want to know. What y'all think.
And am I?
I feel like we're going to get a few yeses. but-
yeah, I know.
No,
one
is
right
Dusty
here.
an asshole for these stories, not in general?
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
specifically,
Yes.
your role
Specifically
in the
those
story.
2 stories.
Specific, I mean, yes, to both.
Well, if I don't put that in there, there's definitely gonna be like, yeah, Dusty's an asshole. I
Dusty's
knew
a
him back in
real piece of
2008.
shit. I didn't even listen to the stories. All I heard was, is Dusty an asshole?
I saw a clip and I just wanted to come on here and say, yes, Dusty's a dick.
I think we could make a clip where you ask that question right there. We have that kind of technology right now. We let Alfred Einstein. Isn't that crazy that it's called AI? Alfred Einstein. Wait, no, damn, that starts with
Oh,
an
it was
E.
close.
Damn.
It was close.
I'm dumber than you thought.
Close.
And I said I was the brains.
You know, did you ever?
But
Did you never?
it kind of sounds the same. Einstein.
Yeah,
Nah, not really.
It's kind of like, why does kitten start with a K but cat starts with a C? And we already had that discussion last week.
Why
but it's
does
still
knife?
bothering
Why
the
does
fuck out of
knife
me.
start with a K instead of knife?
Ugh. I know. We know an English major.
Like, why is there night?
And
Like
he's about to
nighttime
be
and
on
then
summer
a night
break.
in armor.
And I think he can come on. He needs to come on here and explain that to
Here
us.
you go, Bradley. How do you spell river?
River.
So put
River.
a D in front of it. How would you pronounce that?
Put a D in front of river.
Yeah, how would you pronounce that?
R-I-P
Riviere.
R-I-P-H-F-F-F-E-R.
Did you say driver?
River.
Driviere?
I said Riviere.
Put a D in front of river. How would you pronounce it?
Riviere.
It would be driver, you fucking moron.
Riviere. I thought you were like saying something French. I thought you were saying something French.
He didn't even put a D.
Oh, drive. All right, I will be officially changing. Dusty can be the smart one, but Dusty is still with the lawsuits, and I feel like this is going to make it worse.
Yeah, but
If I ever get in legal
I
trouble,
will be my
know
own
who-
lawyer.
You're going to be my lawyer.
Dude, I
officially.
can argue with the best of them.
Officially, you are my lawyer because you're going to have that judge. He's going to be like, "What?" And
Exactly.
the jury's going to be like, "Innocent."
And I can know I'm wrong within 5 minutes of an argument, but I will still argue for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I feel like that's how you
I
do
could-
most
yeah.
of your-
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah,
checks-
100%.
That checks out.
I
I
get
will
that.
die on this
Yeah,
fucking ground.
That checks out. Everything there checks out. Shador Sanders still the best quarterback in the draft. That checks out. I remember Dusty telling me he was going to go top 2.
See what's
And
funny?
he's going to
No.
try to deny it.
I never
He's
once
gonna
said
try
that.
To deny it. This is not a sports podcast.
See, I never said
This
that
is
though.
not a. But we are going to have, and somehow we're going to have to figure out how to incorporate all that.
But we
are
can talk
gonna have
about
a
pop
W.
culture.
We are, what's that?
Pop culture.
I mean-
Peyton and Cam. No. Oh, sorry.
Edit.
Shout out to You Should Know podcast.
Edit. Thank you.
I don't think that was the right words. There's song or synonyms.
Kevin just learned how to push the buttons. Yay.
That's my favorite
That's
button.
literally the only one he knows.
That's my favorite
I
button.
like to or I like to come.
English
It's been
is
a long
hard.
day.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
He's been out of town for a week, so
Words are
I'm going to
hard.
come turned into I'd like to come looking
Yeah.
at Lauren.
I'd like to be done with this so I can come. Hello, Clarice.
Well, I mean, we can do it whatever, man. We can call it there.
Yeah. I mean,
I have nothing going on.
it's been weird. You have nothing going on. Okay, fine. What else you got then? You got nothing going on. What you got?
I just said I have nothing going on.
Oh, like you want to stop?
No.
Oh.
In that case,
For real though, you should probably
I
really
think
plug
we
the
are
TikToks
going to
and
plug that
everything.
right now.
Call it.
Welcome to the
Play it
Punchline Project.
Welcome back.
You might have missed the whole show, or it might just be starting. You don't know.
If you just watched this, we are starting over.
We might take this from the beginning to the end, or from the end to the beginning. If you listen the whole time, you'll know that I'm stupid and don't know how to name my social media accounts. The Punchline Project at some accounts, such as TikTok, and the Just Punchline Project at some accounts, such as YouTube. Oh no, TikTok's the Punchline Podcast, Facebook the Punchline Project, and I'm gonna fix this at some point so that it's just one. But so far, it's been a disaster. So, peace.
He's dumber than you thought.